Let's take a look at the euro dollar for the November the 19th sessions. As we can see now here with the daily chart, we're getting a narrowing price action. Again, as you can see, it's a triangle. People always want to know how to trade triangles. When you're trading within a triangle that's on a daily chart, you always have to, again, restrict your expected range for price to move in that day. And so that's what we're seeing here on the euro dollar daily right now. And we're seeing a lot of things in the market, a lot of congestion, a lot of consolidation. Longer term trades are not doing so well. They're going one way, right back the other way for the most part. Scalping is doing well. We've been doing some nice scalping. But some of that 1 hour, 30-minute stuff we've been working with, in which we work with you folks with, this has not been the market for the last week and a half for that. So look at the MACD here. Notice how it's just going sideways. It's just flat. That's just another indication that there's still no trend, but still it's just telling us, again, it's a lagging indicator. There's no trend, but it's still to the bullish side, right? Because it's above that water line. And if we go down to the 4 hour, we're going to see right now it's saying that there's no trend. MACD right there, no trend whatsoever. And as we get down into these lower time frames, we'll start to see some intraday trades. We've had a little bit of follow through, but there's that spikiness. You see those candles in there. And those are the ones, again, we're talking about, where we've talked about for the last couple days. Go ahead and set some limits out there for your profit taking. For instance, in this particular market right now, as much as we really are not a fan of doing that, we've been setting like a limit for 15 to 20 pips for like 70% of our position and letting the rest go. Now, let's just take a quick review. We're only going to look at a couple pairs tonight because we want to focus on this market. And you can see, like here, we've had some huge spikes. And how do you deal with that? I'm just going to tell you, there's only been a couple times in the last 9 years that the market has really been like it is right now across the board, right? And it's easy to look back in hindsight and say, oh, yeah, this is what you should have done. To all those people who Monday morning quarterback your trades all the time, or say, yeah, it should have been easy to see that. I'm here to support all of you that say, I couldn't see it at the right-hand side of the chart. And I have to make decisions right here. This was not easy. And so when I was looking at this trade last night, we had a close below this trend line here. Fortunately, we had a really small stop, and it was about 18 pips, and we took a really small stop out. This we did not have. We were not in this trade at all. We did not participate in it. And again, as we said yesterday, this was coming through New York and Asia, and we did not like those highs. And given the market that we've had the last, like we said, week and a half, we're committed to what we want to do, right? Don't look back and go, yeah, I should have done that. Hold to your game plan. Hold to your game plan. It will serve you over the long term. Some days we can go in there and make money. Some days we don't. Some days we get stopped out. Look at things on a weekly basis. Look at them on a monthly basis. Look at them on a yearly basis. So many people judge their trades just on the day or the last trade, and that will destroy you in a psychological way. So just to review that from yesterday, it was a small stop out. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the trend line that did continue out of this range right there. And it did come across here a couple times. Again, we were not looking at any of that. And right now, if you take a look at this 1 hour chart, it's still a mess, right? Look at this range. You see this price action? This is the kind of price action that really, with a little bit of follow through, doesn't do a whole lot for people. Again, we've been calling this market here recently 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, right? Just like this, you move back and then wham, all the way back and then up and then back down there, up, back. You can see it. And these types of markets you're hard to get that follow through. A lot of times your stop comes back and gets tagged after you've been funded. The good thing is with the funding of the trade, our losses are reduced, or we even have small winners. So let's take a look at what we're going to be looking for the upcoming session for November the 19th. Sorry, forgot about what the date was going to be. We're in a really tight range. We're up here in this previous resistance that was a mess. So basically, there's this trend line, and yes, it is there, but I'm going to remove that. I'm not going to use that. We're going to remove that future trend line we were hoping for yesterday. And what we're going to take a look at is a horizontal support and resistance, and we're going to use this level here, right there, for support, and we're going to use this level up here for resistance. Now this level is going to be, these two levels are going to be very, very, very important for us. Any kind of close that we're going to see below this level here on a 60-minute chart, and we want it below this 60 1 hour 200 exponential moving average. That's what the red line is. We're going to want it to come below that, close below that. Then we'll be looking for a sell with our stop just inside the channel on the other side of maybe the candle we get in on. We'll also watch for a close above this level here on a 60-minute chart to go long. That's going to be very important if that happens. And the reason that's going to be very important if we get that close on the 60-minute chart is because if we take this chart all the way back here again to the left from the beginning of the week, a close above this, price has not been able to close above this, is going to most likely mean we're going to have some continuation. Again, stop just inside the channel, right? Not just right on the line, back behind the candle in here. And we'll do some follow through on a video tomorrow after price action gives it to us. So another alternative is, because we do have a channel in here, and if you measure this channel, as you see, there's 63 pips, 70 pips in this channel. If price does happen to come down here at the support level and holds, and you can see that we have already a pretty good trend line coming in here. If it holds on this area right here, and then closes above that trend line on a 60-minute, we're going to go long. We'll take some money off the table here and then continue to see if we get the the close over this level, this resistance level on the 60-minute chart. Likewise, if price happens to come up here and comes up to this level, this resistance level, creates some kind of futuristic trend line, holds up here, closes below that future trend line, and then on the 60-minute chart we'd sell, and again taking some money off down here near this level and letting it run. Now this would probably, this support level and these trades, if we get into them, like if we get up in here on a sell, this we're going to still fund in that probably 15 to 20 pip range because of the spikiness of the price action. This would be a second funding level and let it go. Likewise, if price again comes across this trend line here, comes down here, holds, comes up to this trend line and closes above it on a 60-minute chart, 20 pips or so, we're going to fund our trade. We'll take some more. This will be a second funding position and let it run. These type of markets that we're in right now, especially this market, the euro dollar and the pound yen, which we're going to review in another video, really do dictate to us that profit-taking strategy can save us a lot of money over the long term when you see markets like we've had right now. So again, hopefully the review of yesterday's session was helpful for you. And again, we have these are the 4 trades really we're going to be watching for on the euro dollar for the upcoming November the 19th session.